Hello. I am going to display and demonstrate simple discrete input and output functionality from a microcontroller, specifically the Arduino Uno R3. And so we have two LEDs, red and green, and then we have two buttons here. The first button is a stop and go switch, and the second button, this one here, is a slow and fast switch. And I use the word switch because ultimately in the assignment it describes the functionality as a switch. If you turn it on, it should alternate. If you turn it off, the LED should be off. And you would assume after the many assignments that I've been given that I would probably invest in some switches, but alas, I find myself yet again using buttons and complicating the code to detect button presses. But anyways, I digress. So essentially, I'm going to demonstrate when I hold down the first button, it'll be in go mode, which will essentially alternate the LEDs. And then when I let go, it will turn off. And so the default is about 2 seconds of alternation. So I'll demonstrate that here. I hold it down, and then it'll alternate. So 1001, 1002, 1001, 1002, 1001, 1002, 1, 2, okay. And I let go, and it turns off. It's now in the stop state. And using the second button, we can essentially increase or slow down, which is the slow and fast states. So if I press the button 3 times, it'll speed up to 1 second of alternation between the LEDs. And if I click the button twice, then it slows down to essentially 4 seconds. Or 3 seconds in this case, actually. I had it set to 4 seconds before, but I don't know. I probably will switch it back to 4 seconds, just to make it a little bit more distinct between 1 and 3. But anyways, the one issue that I kind of find, and this is the one thing that if I were to do this again, that what I would change is essentially actually using switches, which the assignment calls for. Because with the button pressing and the way that I have the code detecting the amount of clicks essentially, so if I click it 3 times, it'll switch to the fast state. Click it twice, it'll switch to the slow state. It's kind of finicky. It either detects too many clicks or it doesn't detect enough clicks. But it does still work in detecting the amount of clicks, and switching to the correct fast and slow state. And I'll demonstrate that here. You just kind of have to know how to essentially click the button. But we hold it down, and this is in the default for 2 seconds. And so if I were to, this is the fast, 1 second interval switching. So you can see here the increase in state of alternation. And then if I do 2, it slows down. And then if you click once or click any more than 2 or 3, it'll switch back to the default, which is 2 seconds. So first let me see if I can get it back to the fast. So this is the 1 second interval fast state, and then I'll do just 1. So it's now back to 2 seconds. And once again, I'm holding the button down to essentially be in the go state because I'm not using switches, but the moment I let go, it'll be in the stop state and the LEDs will stop alternating. Thank you.